On Sunday, Donald Trump repeated what has quickly become one of his favorite lines since becoming president, and that was that maybe he'll stick around for even longer than 2 terms as president of the United States. Here is exactly what he had to say. This was on Twitter. He said, "The good news is that at the end of 6 years, after America's been made great again and I leave the beautiful White House, do you think the people would demand that I stay longer? Keep America great. Both of these horrible papers will quickly go out of business and be forever gone." That's because Donald Trump was pissed off at the New York Times and Washington Post, but that's beside the point, right? We know Donald Trump's always mad at New York Times and Washington Post because they report things about him that are true but unflattering. So anyway, he, in that tweet there, said, "Do you think the people would demand I stay longer?" 1 month ago, it was, "I should be given 2 bonus years added on to my presidency because, you know, the Mueller thing. I didn't get to do anything other than golf all the time." He wants 2 bonus years. Prior to that, he joked that maybe he'll stick around even longer than just 2 terms, he said at rallies. He said at a fundraiser down at Mar-a-Lago last year that maybe he should be president for life. We should just get rid of term limits altogether. And he could be like the president of China, who at the time had just been declared president for life. Trump likes that idea. Here's the thing, and that wasn't even the first time either. When you keep repeating something over and over and over again, and it's not for comedic effect, it's not to trigger the libs, it's because this man actually believes that. That's why he keeps repeating it. That's what's happening here. This guy wants to stay in office longer than 8 years. Now, recently, there's been a lot of stories come out, opinion pieces and all that, pieces that at the time, even up till, Friday, I disagreed with, saying like, oh, what's going to happen if Trump refuses to leave office if he loses the 2020 election? And I thought to myself, you know what, this guy's horrible, but I don't think we're going to hit that point. 3 days later, I do honestly believe we'll hit that point. I don't think that Trump would leave office even if he's elected, or not elected back in. I think there's going to be some kind of power struggle there. I really do. And you see it in the way this man behaves. You see it in the words that he uses. This is a guy that doesn't ever want to leave the White House, at least not if he thinks he can stick around even longer. Now, the flip side of that is, yes, Donald Trump absolutely hates being president, and I do still believe that. But to leave the White House is also to admit defeat, and he doesn't want to do that. So 2020 is going to be very interesting. But let's hope that we get this issue resolved in 2020 so that we don't have to deal with some kind of massive constitutional crisis in 2024 of Trump trying to go for a 3rd term and pissing on the Constitution in the process. One of today's video sponsors is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers thousands of videos for users to help learn new skills. Skillshare is absolutely phenomenal if you want to learn how to video edit, if you want to learn how to edit photos, if you want to learn how to cook, learn about nutrition, staying in shape, whatever it is, Skillshare has the videos and knowledge to help you learn this. Now, there's lots of different reasons why this could be helpful. Maybe you just want to do better in your life. Maybe you want to make a career change. Whatever it is, Skillshare has something to offer. And right now, what they're offering is the first 500 users who go to the custom URL below will get 2 whole months of Skillshare absolutely free. Now, I've actually been using Skillshare now for several months, teaching myself a little bit of video editing, trying to get better at that. Photo editing. This is incredibly helpful and useful information that they have available. And again, the first 500 Ring of Fire users to use that custom URL below can get 2 months absolutely free. Just go to skl.sh/ringoffire5. Following that custom URL, which is also in the video description below, first 500, 2 months absolutely free.